In 2022, there were over 2 million licensed real estate agents in the United States. Today, there are 1.3 million. 700,000 people walked away from an industry in less than 2 years. That's not a slow decline. That's a collapse. And if you're in real estate, you already feel it. You watched agents you came up with quietly stop renewing their licenses. You saw brokerages downsize. You saw the listings get harder to win and the commissions harder to defend. What you might not have seen yet is the part of the story no one's telling honestly, the part where AI quietly took over the work that used to make an agent worth hiring. The transaction side of real estate, the paperwork, the compliance checks, the disclosure reviews, the contract analysis, is being automated. Tools that used to require a transaction coordinator, a paralegal, and hours of back and forth can now be handled in minutes. Zillow, Opendoor, and platforms like them have already moved a significant portion of the home buying process away from agent-led transactions. They didn't replace agents overnight. They made the agent's traditional value proposition, access to listings, market data, transaction management, something the consumer can now access directly. I'm Rebecca, founder of the AI Burn Center. Real estate is one of the industries I watch closely, not because it's unique, but because what's happening there is happening everywhere. It's just further along. So here's the question the headlines aren't asking. Who survived? The agents who survived weren't the ones who processed transactions. They're the ones who built relationships. The ones who clients called first, not because they had access to the MLS, but because they had trust. And that distinction matters far beyond real estate. What happened to real estate agents is a preview, not an exception. Every industry has two layers. There's a task layer, the things that get done, the processes that move from A to B. And then there's the relationship layer, the judgment, the trust, the human experience of navigating something unfamiliar with someone who knows what they're doing. AI is systematically taking over the task layer. Not everywhere at once, but industry by industry, function by function. The professionals who are the most exposed are the ones whose value is built almost entirely into the task layer, the ones who never developed the relationship layer because the tasks were always enough. The professionals who are least exposed have built something AI genuinely cannot replicate, the ability to sit across from someone making high-stakes decisions and help them see what's actually true. The roles being eliminated aren't the people who understand the customer, who hold the institutional knowledge, who have relationships that took years to build. They're the task worker because they can be. The question isn't whether your industry is next. The question is which layer your value is built on. If you're watching your industry go through what real estate went through, or if you're in real estate yourself, I want to say something directly. The collapse from 2 million to 1.3 million doesn't mean real estate agents are finished. It means the ones who were only in it for the transaction are, and the ones who built something deeper are about to matter more than they ever have. That's true in every industry being touched by this. If you're paying attention to what's shifting around you and you're starting to ask whether your value is built on the right layer, that's the conversation I want to have with you. A free 60-minute disruption clarity call where we look at your specific situation, your industry, your skills, and what you actually have to work with, and whether the first dollar program is the right next move for you. No pitch. If it's the right move, I'll tell you. If it's not, I'll tell you that too. The link is in the description below. And if this landed, subscribe. I publish every week on what AI is actually doing in the workforce, how to think about it differently, and what you can do about it. See you next time.